Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. So what we are going now to discuss, our first subject is curriculum development. So you are going to comment your answer in every item. Okay, so lahat po ng inyong sagot ay ano po natin. The first five na makasend ng kanilang sagot, sila yung babasahin ko. Then, i-correct po after. Okay po. Sige, let us now start. So, number one is, so this today is about curriculum development. Ay, nabasa na. What design elements establishes the vertical linkage from level to avoid glaring gaps and wasteful overlaps? Okay, A, articulation, B, balance, C, scope, D, sequence. Okay, so what is your answer? Pasend ng inyong sagot. I'll give you 10 seconds. What design element establishes? So, ang ato ditong ano, ang dati ditong ang ating hint or clue. Okay, the keywords here is avoid glaring gaps and wasteful overlaps para daw maiwasan ang uh, glaring gaps and wasteful overlaps. Sige, type your answer. Okay, so time is up. Wala man may nag-ano. Wala man. Type niyo po yung sagot niyo. Type your answer if you, if you are watching. Diyan kayo sa live chat. The correct answer here is articulation. So what is articulation? The articulation is referred to the logical progression of the learning objectives from grade level to grade level. Yan. So from grade level to grade level, from course to course, within the curricular content areas. Articulation explains the connectivity of learning that creates seamless learning throughout a student's educational experience. So articulation within a team environment is crucial and means involving teachers from multiple grade levels to collaborate on implementing curriculum in ways that enhance that intended articulation. So it is very important that there is collaboration or helping one another in the grade level. Okay po? Para mabawasan. Next number. Gusto ko sumagot din kayo dyan. Mag-comment kayo ng inyong sagot. I-comment nyo po ang inyong sagot para po ah, alam ko na mayroon kayong sagot. Okay? What refers to the authenticity of the content selected by the curriculum developer? So, A, feasibility, B, learnability, C, significance, D, validity. Okay? What refers to the authenticity of the content selected by the curriculum developer? The keyword here is authenticity. A, visibility, B, learnability, C, significance, D, validity. Okay, type your answer. Okay. Oh, ano yung sagot niyo? Sige nga, ano yung sagot niyo? Type. Walang may nag-type ng sagot nila. Sige na, type your answer para makita ko that you are participating in our review. Here in number 2, the correct answer here is curricular validity. So, because the keyword there is authenticity. So, valid kapag authentic, it is valid. So, curricular validity is the extent to which the content of the test matches the objectives of the specific curriculum as it is formally described. Okay. So, curricular validity takes on particular importance in situations where tests are used for high-stakes decisions, such as state high school exit examinations. So that is curricular validity. Okay, number 3. Okay, send nyo yung ano nyo, yung sagot nyo. Dito na kayo sa number 3. Sige nga. What do we call the allocation of content to a definite grade capable of learning? A, time allotment, B, grade placement, C, grade level, D, maturity. Ang keyword dito is allocation of content. Allocation of content to a definite grade capable of learning. A, time allotment, B, grade placement, C, grade level, D, maturity level. Oh, send your answer. So, time is up. The correct answer here is, oh, ay sabi daw D. Tingnan natin. The correct answer here is grade placement. Okay, letter B. Students are placed in a grade level after due consideration of their chronological age, previous school experience, achievement level, and emotional and physical maturity with consideration given to the curriculum standards and expectations. So that is grade placement, allocation of content. Yan. So, yung kung ano ba yung ibibigay nating lesson sa grade level na yun. Okay po? That is grade placement. Number 4, pabasa dyan and comment nyo yung sagot sa number 4. Which pattern of experience-centered curriculum centers around the normal activities of children and is based on child's needs, interests, and potentials? A. Child-centered. B. Activity. C. Social function. D. Specific competencies. Ang keyword nyo dito is experience-centered. Okay, ito, experience-centered. Yan ang keyword nyo dyan. So, ano po ba ang sagot? Which pattern of experience-centered curriculum centers around the normal activities of children and is based on each child's needs, interests, and potentials? A. Child-centered. B. Activity. C. Social function. D. Specific competencies. Yan. So the correct answer here is, okay, timer muna tayo. Antay natin yung sagot. Anong sagot ko dyan? Sa number 4. Sige na, participate na kayo. There's no wrong answer. All your answers will be accepted para tingnan natin kung meron ba talaga tayong idea on the items given. Sige po. Anyone, ano po ba yung ano natin? Sagot sa number 4, patay. Ay, mali, mali. Okay. Number 5, number 4 pa lang ta. So, yung number 4 is, the correct answer here is child-centered or student-centered. Learning refers to a wide variety of educational programs, learning experiences, instructional approaches, and academic support strategies that are intended to address the distinct learning needs, interests, aspirations, or cultural backgrounds or individual students and group of students. Okay, let's proceed. Number 5. Okay, pasagot sa number 5. Ang number 5 is, which curriculum development phase focuses on the change which will take place in certain aspects of the curriculum without changing the fundamental conceptions. Ang keyword natin dyan ay without changing fundamental conceptions. Yan. Yan ang keyword natin. The keyword here is without changing the fundamental conceptions. A, curriculum planning. B, curriculum design. C, curriculum improvement. D, curriculum evaluation. So which is the correct answer there? Which curriculum development, lagay yun ng number para alam ko na yun ang sagot nyo. Which curriculum development phase focuses on the change which will take place in certain aspects of the curriculum without changing the fundamental conceptions? A, curriculum planning. B, curriculum design. C, curriculum improvement. D, curriculum evaluation. So here, the correct answer here is letter, letter, yan. Okay, so curriculum improvement. So curriculum kasi without changing is comprehensive, unique, practical, and thought-provoking. Despite the problems it cites, the book offers a message of hope that schools can help to solve society's problems by impressing upon children and youth that they can achieve and succeed if they act and doing what they know to be right and productive. Yan, very good. So that is curriculum improvement. Okay, let's proceed. Number 6, which is not a component of curriculum designing. So the keyword here is curriculum designing. Ano daw dyan ang hindi kasama kapag if you are designing a curriculum? Objective, learning content, learning experiences, diagnosis of needs. So I will repeat. which is not a component of curriculum designing. A, objective, B, learning content, C, learning experiences, D, diagnosis of needs. So kindly type your answer. Anong sagot nyo dito sa number 6? Sige na, ano yung sagot nyo? Huwag na mahihiya. Sige, participate po kayo para mas maganda ang ating review online. Okay, so objective, not sure. Sabi naman diagnosis of needs. Okay, let us check. Your answer, the first important step is determining what the curriculum should be for a given population is to diagnose its needs. So kasabi po ang ano po, diagnosis is an essential part of curriculum development in order to assume if what needs all the times and for the learners and to help determine which objectives to stress. So kasabay yung objectives. It should be a continuous part on ongoing curriculum and teaching. Diagnostic evidence is also needed to gear plans and expectations to the upper limits of potentiality. So the correct answer there is learning content. So hindi siya kasama sa curriculum designing kasi magdi-design pa lang tayo ng curriculum. So yung diagnosis of needs, kailangan yun. It's very important because kailangan yun, ano po, yung diagnosis of needs, yun yung pinaka first step. Then after diagnosis of needs, you will now, ano din the objective. Then after the objective, you are now going to consider their experiences. Okay. So next is, which type of curriculum design serve as a response to society's demands for integration of knowledge and enables the learner to see relationship among various aspects. So alin dyan ang, ay by the way, balikan ko yung ano pala, balikan ko yung number 6. Yung number 6 pala, the correct answer here is diagnosis of needs. Kasi, curriculum ano na siya, development. So, hindi na siya kasama sa pag-design. In designing, you will consider the learning content, the experience, and the objective. Okay, so I hope it is clear with you. Okay, next number 7. Which type of curriculum design serves as a response to society's demand for integration of knowledge and enables the learner to see relationship among various aspects? So the keyword here is among various aspects, meaning marami, marami ha. Marami ang kinoconsider dito. Sige nga, anong sagot nyo dito sa number 7? Which type of curriculum design serves as a response to society's demand for integration of knowledge, enables the learner to see relationship among various aspects? So may mga kinoconsider dito. A, broad field, B, correlated, C, core, D, separate subjects. Yan. Pakisagot. So that is the broad field design. So letter A, correct. So ang letter A po is, it's a diagram of this design that the broad field design combines two or more related subjects into a single broad field of study. For example, language arts combines the separate but related subjects of reading, spelling, writing, speaking, listening, and composition. So it's the same with science. Ang science din merong mga sa science po, meron din po siyang like yung science, yung mga branches niya. Biological science and physical science. Yung biological science naman may mga particular na pinag-aaralan like the human, plants, and animals. So yun po ang example for that. Okay? So that is broad field design. Number 8, who controls the subject-centered curriculum? So the keyword here is subject-centered curriculum. A, learner, B, teacher, C, parent, D, teacher and parent. Which is the correct answer here. Who controls the subject-centered curriculum? A, learner, B, teacher, C, parent, D, teacher, parent, teacher and parent. Anong tamang sagot dyan? Okay, very good. The correct answer is letter B, subject-centered. Pag subject-centered, it's the teacher. Okay? So the subject-centered is a traditional model that laid by that Ralph Tyler in his seminal book, Basic Principles of Curriculum Instruction. Also called as the knowledge-centered curriculum, it is most widely used method of instruction. So pag sinabi natin subject-centered, commonly ang nag-ano po niyan is si that is po teacher. Okay? Teacher po ang sagot doon. Ang nagko-control ng subject-centered curriculum is the teacher. Okay po? Next, number 9. To provide individual differences in the classroom, how is curriculum designed? So take note of the word individual differences. Ah, para makabigay ng individual differences, papaano ang curriculum dinidesign? A, Minimum learning competencies are included. B, realistic and meaningful experiences are provided. Para po maano kung mabuti, lagyan nyo ng number. Halimbawa, number 9, letter B, ganon. Okay, lagyan mo nyo ng number para alam ko yung sagot nyo ngayon. Ano. Okay po. Realistic and meaningful experiences are provided. Letter C, some degree of flexibility is provided. Social skills are emphasized. Ano po ba yung tamang sagot sa number 9? Okay, very good. So, number 9 is letter B. Very good. So, realistic and meaningful experiences are provided kasi you are dealing with many learners. So, it is a cornerstone subject or area in modern psychology. In many ways, it is the classic psychology that the general public refers to. It refers to the psychology of the person, the psychological differences between people and their similarities. People vary on a range of psychological attributes. So that is the correct answer is letter B. Okay. So since we are dealing with so many kind of learners, so dapat realistic and meaningful experiences must be given to the learners. Okay? Next, number 10. To ensure success in curriculum development, which of the specific actions should a curriculum leader avoid? Take note of the word avoid. Ano daw ang dapat iwasan? Okay, take note of the word avoid. A, work with people over them. B, use your status frequently to establish discipline. C, keep channels of communication open. D, show that you desire to improve. Yan. Sige nga. Lagyan nyo ng number para alam ko. For number 10, the correct answer here is letter B. Yung letter A, kasi, work with people over them, correct? Ang tanong kasi is avoid. Avoid. Huwag tayong ano ng mga bata na ginagamit natin yung position. Use your status frequently to establish discipline. Sundin nyo ako because I am your teacher. Mali naman talaga yon. So, dapat, it is letter B. Okay? So, never use your position to emphasize or to establish discipline. So, you are going to be respected by these learners because the, you are setting rules with them. Okay, next, number 11. The rules and procedures that the teacher needs for his or her classroom will depend on the needs and disposition of the teacher and the students. Rules are based on broad social principles like those contained in school mission or belief statements or other school-wide initiatives, such as school-wide discipline plans. Procedures generally tell students what to do when, and the best procedures are not dependent upon direct supervision by teachers. The intended outcome is that students can independently carry out tasks so that you can attend to teaching and organizing instruction. Typically, teachers find the following categories helpful in developing rules and procedures. So that is the correct answer. So never use your position to establish discipline. Okay, next, number 11. Which of the following? Lagyan nyo ng number ha pag sumasagot kayo. Number 11. Which of the following is a reason for the continuous appraisal of the existing curriculum in all levels? Bakit may mga pagbabago? Bakit there are changes in the curriculum? A. New national policies in government. B. Changing needs and condition of society. C. Economic status of the people. D. Political trust of the country. So bakit may mga pagbabago sa ating curriculum? A. New national policies in government. B. Changing needs and condition of society. C. Economic status of the people. D. Political trust of the country. Ano po ba ang tamang sagot dito sa number 11? The correct answer here is letter B, changing needs and condition of the society. Okay. So yun po ang ating ano. The correct answer is letter B. Social change refer to an alteration in the social order of a society. Social change may include changes in nature, social institution, social behaviors, or social relations. So yan po ang tamang sagot. No po? Dahil nagbabago din po ang pangangailangan ng society. Number 12, please answer. Which of the following best defines curriculum development? A, the total mental phenomenon. So, ano ba yung pinaka-the best ng meaning ng curriculum development? A, the total mental phenomena directly received at any given time. B, the planning of learning opportunities intended to bring about certain desired changes in pupils and the assessment of the extent to which these changes have taken place. C. A continuous cycle of activities in which all elements of curriculum are considered. Letter D. Education is aiding each child to be socially creative individuals. Yan. Patay po ng inyong sagot. Lagyan ng number. The correct answer is letter B. The planning of learning opportunities intended to bring about certain desired changes in pupils and the assessment of the extent to which these changes have taken place. So the meaning of the curriculum development is, yan. So the meaning for that is, um, is defined as planned, purposeful, progressive, and systematic process in order to create positive improvements in the educational system. Every time there are changes or developments happening around the world, the school curricula are affected. Okay, so May nagbabago po, ano? May nagbabago. Okay, next, let us now proceed. Number 13. Ay, nakita niyo na. Sige lang, okay lang, sige. Number 14, babasahin ko ha. To build a sense of pride among Filipino youth, which should be done in the curriculum. A. Restudy our history and stress on our achievement as people. B. Restudy our history from the perspective of our colonizer. C. Replace the study of folklore and myths with technical subjects. D. Set aside the study of local history. To build a sense of pride, take note of the keyword. The keyword here is number 13 na po tayo. Katype ng inyong sagot. The keyword in number 13 is uh, to build a sense of pride. To build a sense of pride. Lagay nyo ng number para madali sa aking part na ano. Pag binabasa ko, madali sa akin. The correct answer here is letter... Bakit? Bakit letter B? Wala, hindi na natin maaano yung mga colonizer. Ano? Ah, the correct answer here is letter A. We study our history and stress on our achievement as a people. Kasi sense of pride eh. Sense of pride. Pag sinabi natin sense of pride, yung that we are proud of. So, achievements. Proper respect of oneself, sense of one's own dignity or worth, self-respect, delight or satisfaction in one's own or another's achievements, in association or a person or thing in which pride is taken. Okay, lagyan ng number 14. Ah, what do you call the curriculum when the teachers puts into action all the different planned activities in the classroom? Ang keyword here is puts into action. A, recommended curriculum. B, written curriculum. C, taught curriculum. D, supported curriculum. Papatype ng sagot. Anong sagot niyo sa number 14? Puts into action all the different planned activities. Yan, the correct answer. Bakit recommended? Sige nga. The correct answer here is letter C, taught curriculum. Because of the word puts into action, meaning sinasagawa niya na yung plano. Ginagawa niya na yung plano, yung kanyang lesson plan. So, that is taught curriculum. Pag sinabi nating taught curriculum, is the part of the International Baccalaureate Primary Years Program that sets out its pedagogical approach, identifies how schools should teach the PYP written curriculum. Pag sinabi natin taught curriculum, isinagawa niyo na ang kanyang pagtuturo, isinagawa niyo na ang kanyang plano. Okay po? Sige. Next, number 15. Which statement about the subject-centered curriculum is not true? Alin daw dito ang hindi totoo? Pag sinabi nating subject-centered, teacher lang ang palaging nagsasalita. Teacher lang ang palaging parang more on the lecture type. Okay? A, there is a high level of cooperative interaction. B, it covers much content in a short period of time. C, the teacher has full control of the classroom activities. D, the main task is mastery of learning. Okay, so alin po ba dyan ang tamang sagot? Okay, very good. Number 15 is letter A. There is a high level of cooperative interaction. Walang Ang tanong po is not true, hindi totoo. So, letter A, tama. Kasi walang collaborative work, walang collaborative activities na isinasagawa po sa subject-centered curriculum. Okay. So, pag sinabi natin kasing subject-centered, it's about person envision what a curriculum should be. There are several standard models of curriculum design. One of the most prominent is the subject-centered design. Okay. So, yan po ang ating ng um, subject-centered. Okay, let's proceed. Number 16. Schools divide the school hours to different subjects such as reading, grammar, literature, math, science, history, and geography. What curriculum design is referred here? Yung teacher daw, anong sagot nyo sa number 16? Yung teacher daw hindi, yung teacher, yung schools, dinivide yung school hours sa iba't ibang subject. What curriculum design is referred here? A, problem-centered, B, learner-centered, C, subject-centered, D, culture-based. O, pa-type ng sagot. Okay, number 16 is letter C, subject-centered. Correct. So, because it's about, ano po, no? Next, which is not a description of the learner-centered curriculum. Ako po, ang ibibigay ko sa inyong tip, palagi niyong titingnan yung tanong. Since naman dyan sa 17, nakalagay po dyan is not. So, hahanapin mo kung alin yung not a description of a learner-centered. Alin po ba dyan ang hindi description ng learner-centered curriculum? A, emphasis is on the total growth of the development of the learners. B, controlled and cooperatively directed by the learners, teachers, and parents. Letter C, education is a means to develop social, creative individual. D, emphasis upon facts and knowledge for future use. Alin po ba dyan ang not description of a learner-centered curriculum? Dito sa number 17, ano po ba ang sagot niyo? Patay, which is not, ano dyan ang sagot ko sa number 17? Which is not a description of learner-centered curriculum. Okay. For number 17, the correct answer is letter B. Controlled and cooperatively directed by the learners, teachers, and parents. Yan ang hindi totoo sa learner-centered because of the word controlled. Ano po? Yan. Okay, next. So, because the student-centered learning, also known as learner-centered, broadly encompasses methods of teaching that shift the focus of instruction from the teacher to the student. Okay, next. Ito, madali ito sa inyo. Number 18. Oh, pasagot. Number 18 is the K-12 curriculum is otherwise called as a 2002 Basic Education Curriculum, B. Revitalized Basic Education Curriculum, C. Enhanced Basic Education Curriculum, D. Extended Basic Education Curriculum. Pa-type ng inyong sagot. Lagyan ng number. Okay, number 18 is Enhanced Basic Education Curriculum. Okay, very good. So that is number 18. Next number is the Enhanced Basic Education Program, 1 year for kindergarten education, 6 years for elementary, 6 years for secondary, which is secondary kasi included the 4 years in the junior high school and 2 years in the senior high school program. So kindergarten education shall mean 1 year of the preparatory education for children at least 5 years old as a prerequisite for grade 1. Take note of that. Ano po? So, um, elementary education refers to the second stage of compulsory basic education, which is composed of 6 years. The entrance age to the level is typically 6 years old, for grade 1. Secondary education refers to the third stage of compulsory basic education. It consists of 4 years of junior high school education and 2 years of the senior high school education. The entrant age for the junior and senior high school, 12 to 16 years old respectively. Okay, so number 19, what refers to an individual or group of individuals who have a direct and indirect influence in curriculum development? Alin dyan? May direct and indirect. Yes, anyone? Ay, okay. Balik yung mga ano po, yung mga hindi po nakakapag-focus is balikan nyo na lang kasi recorded naman to dito sa YT. Pero pwede nyo naman kasi dapat kung color blue po ang inyong sa pag FB live, iguyudon po nitong magpula. Meaning, pag pula po, meaning you are following the time. Okay, so the correct answer here for number 19 is stakeholders. Okay, so stakeholders can be internal or external stakeholders. Yeah. So number 20, what refers to the appropriateness of the content in the light of the particular students who are to experience the curriculum? Sige. Ang ang keyword here is appropriateness in the light of the particular students. Appropriateness of the content, yung tamang content. A, significance. B, validity. C, interest. D, learnability. Anong tamang sagot? Okay, so the correct answer for number 20, appropriateness of the content is learnability. Okay, so letter D is the quality of products and interfaces that allows users to quickly become familiar with them and able to make good use of all their features and capabilities. So learnability is one component of usability. Okay, so number 21, so dito tayo sa number 21. Yan. Which of the following statement is not acceptable? Wait, take note ha. Is not acceptable. Yung hindi katanggap-tanggap. A, instruction is the actual engagement of learners in the planned learning activities. B, curriculum determines what assessment should be done and how to do it. Instruction requires teachers to use a variety of action to accomplish a variety of functions. The assessment establishes what is to be accomplished in teaching and learning. Ano dyan? Which is not acceptable. So what is the correct answer for number 21? Ka-type ng inyong sagot is not acceptable ha. Hindi karapat hindi katanggap-tanggap. Alin po ba dyan? Sa 21 po, it's letter C. Ay, letter C, mali. Mali. Kasi ang letter C po, tama yan. Instruction requires teachers to use a variety of action to accomplish a variety of functions. Pagtuturo, pag sinabi natin instruction, pagtuturo, so meaning, kailangan gumamit si teacher ng mga different strategies. So the correct answer there is letter D kasi it is not acceptable. Hindi siya katanggap-tanggap ang number, ang letter D. Bakit? Assessment daw established of what is to be accomplished in teaching and learning. It's not assessment. It is objective. Kasi the keyword here, yung assessment dito ang mali. Dapat it must be objective. Nagets po ba? Okay. So next number, 22. What characteristics of a good curriculum highlights the psychological nature of the learner? Okay. So the ano dito is psychological nature of the learner. A, provisions are made for the smooth transition and continuing achievement of pupils. B, B is These curriculum plans in areas which extends over several years are developed vertically. Mm. Sa number 22, anong sagot niyo? Sige nga, pa-type niyo nga yung sagot niyo dyan sa 22. Sa 22 is, what characteristics of a good curriculum highlights the psychological nature of the learner? So, pag sinabi natin psychological, it's more on the behavior. A, provisions are made for smooth transition and continued achievement of pupils. B, curriculum plans in areas which extend over several years are developed vertically. C, classroom practices give attention to the maturity and learning problems of each pupil. D, cooperative planning and teaching provides for exchange of information about pupils' learning experiences. So the correct answer here is letter C. It gives attention to the maturity and learning problems of the learner. So letter C. Okay. Next, objectives must be evaluated in the light of practical considerations, including teacher competence, availability of instructional materials, time allotment. What characteristics of educational objective is defined by the aforementioned statement? O, tingnan natin to. Yung objectives daw, yung objectives daw must be evaluated in the light of practical considerations, including teacher competence, availability of instructional materials, time allotment, what characteristics of educational objective is defined by the aforementioned statement. Ang keyword nyo dito ay ito, yung instructional availability. The keyword nyo here is availability. So A, comprehension. B, attainability. C, consistency. D, feasibility. Ano po ba yung sagot niyo dyan? The correct answer here is letter D, feasibility. The state or degree of being easily or conveniently done. Okay, so number 24. Knowledge is true if it is workable. What philosophical foundation supports this statement? Well, take note of the word knowledge is true if it is workable. Nagiging totoo ang knowledge kapag may nagagawa. Anong tamang sagot dito sa 24? What philosophical foundation supports this statement? A. Idealism. B. Realism. C. Pragmatism. D. Essentialism. Okay, lumalabas to sa exam. Kaya dapat meron kayo nitong, meron kayo nitong, pag-aralan nyo itong mabuti. Ang mga isem-isem. Kasi lumalabas po yan sa exam, yung if knowledge is true, if it is workable, what philosophical foundation? Yan. So the correct answer here is pragmatism. Kasi yung pragmatism, an approach that assess the truth of meaning of theories or beliefs in terms of the success of their practical application. Okay, so let us now proceed for number 25. Number 25 is, as a member of the curriculum committee, your chief concern is to give the child freedom to choose what to learn and believe as you allow them to set their own identities and standards. What philosophy will you consider? Yan. Ano daw yun? Mm. As a member of the curriculum committee, your chief concern is to give the child freedom. Take note of the word freedom to choose what to learn and believe as you allow them to set their own identities and standards. So, binibigyan mo sila ng kalayaan kung ano yung gusto nilang matutunan. A. Existentialism. B. Realism. C. Idealism. D. Pragmatism. Ano po ba dyan ang tamang sagot sa number 25? Sa number 25, pa-type ng, pa-type ng inyong sagot. In 25 is existentialism because letter A, existentialism because a philosophical theory or approach that emphasizes the existence of the individual person as a free and responsible agent. So nandoon po kasi yung bata, then may karapatan po siyang pumili their own development through acts of the will. Okay, yung kanilang piliin. So doon po ang mm, ang pagkakataon. So, existentialism. So, it exists. Okay po? So, yan. Thank you for joining today. So, may sasabihin lang muna ako sa group chat. We will continue this next meeting on Sunday para po makasunod po kayo, para po di kayo mahirapan. Wag niyo pong ipag-minimize palagi ang YouTube nyo para di po kayo mawala, para po makasunod po kayo sa bawat item na inaano ko po. Okay? So another 25 items on Saturday, Sunday. Okay, 1 p.m. Gusto ko sana makasali yung iba para po kasi nakita ko lang nasa 8, nasa 10, nasa 12, wala po. Okay? So para po magandang interaction natin. Okay? So thank you very much everyone.